Dear student, welcome to lesson 3. I want to show you now two group of muscles. So we're going to discuss the muscles of the arm, the flexors, and the extensors. Right. So I'm going to start with an approach from the outside in, meaning first I'm going to block in the general volume of the upper arm as a cylinder, as we have seen already in a previous class, and the forearm, like that crossbreed between a conical cylindrical shapes and a 2x4. And then I'm going to carve out the muscle out of that. So upper arm with the shoulder, the volume of the shoulder, the forearm with the main volume of the, in this case, the extensor, because I'm going to show you the arm from the outside, this dorsal part in here, this portion in here of the forearm. So in here I have my hand, and as I draw this, I want to take care of the proportion relationship. So this is going to be longer than the forearm a little bit, see that, and the hand, of course, is going to be shorter than the forearm. So now what I do, I block in the main volume of the muscle. So starting above with the deltoid, right? So this is the anterior, that's the pectoralis here, the face is directly this way. That's the back, right? The deltoid is going to come down from the top of the head, the humerus, which is going to be right here, right? Just above the head of the humerus, down halfway the length of the upper arm. It looks a lot, but it's really what it is, right? So now the anterior portion of the deltoid will be a little bit straighter, coming down like this, right? The posterior portion, because it was over the scapula, is going to move back a little bit more. So from here, then it moves forward, and that's the shape of the deltoid, okay, more or less, with a good approximation, right? So that is the portion that is on the side of the deltoid, and that's the posterior side of the deltoid. So now from the lower point of the deltoid, I trace a line, right? I hope this is visible, but let me mark it a little bit darker here, right? Actually, now that I've drawn the basic shape, the stereometric volumes of the arm and upper arm like this, let me mark them a little bit more so you have time to draw it accurately with me. What I'm going to do as I start defining the muscular volume, I'm going to switch to a color. So we see the difference between the stereometric rendition and gradually the more and more organic rendition. So the deltoid, as I already mentioned, is a shape of the delta. I think delta means triangle in Greek, right? So this portion here, we're going to have the pectoralis, and this portion is going to have the scapula, etc. So just to give you an idea of the position, that's the neck, right here, and that's the head, right? Makes sense? So now this portion moves back because over the scapula. So that's the deltoid here, right? And this is going to be now the upper arm, clearly. So starting from the lower part of the deltoid in here, I'm going to come down with a straight line that divides the upper arm in two equal halves, more or less. We just need to have a good approximation. As I reach the lower third, that from here to more or less the lower third, the lower quarter of the upper arm, I'm going to take a sharp turn to the front and then a sharp turn to the back, going here at the base of the upper arm. So now dividing, basically it's an upside down Y, see that? So dividing the upper arm like this now permits you to identify two specific muscle groups. To the front here, I'm going to go more organic now and make it a little bit bigger, right? Make this form a little bit bigger. To the front here, I'm going to have the volume of the flexor of the arm, right? The upper arm, which is going to be the bicep brachii and the brachialis, right? So this is the bicep brachii. Okay, and this one under is the brachialis. Actually, let me erase this little smidget of mistake that I made here. Okay. And the brachialis. So basically, the bicep is over the brachialis. Okay. So I'm going to have three flexors of the forearm, right? One is the bicep, one is the brachialis, and the other one is the brachioradialis, which we're going to see in a little while. Okay, brachioradialis. Brachioradialis means that it goes from the brachii or arm, that's a Latin name for arm, brachio, radialis to the radius, which remember the radius is going to be on the side of the thumb, okay? Posteriorly here, I have now the tricep. The tricep means three heads, right? And this is going to be the lateral head of the tricep, and the upper portion of the tricep is going to be somewhat chunkier, more volumetric. The lower portion is going to taper down quickly like this, and will end up at the level of the olecranon. That's going to be the olecranon, right? The elbow bone, via the tendon. So that is the tendon of the tricep here like this, okay? So this is the lateral head. No, sorry, it's not going to fit in there. There you go. Lateral head tricep. So tricep with three heads, the lateral, the medial, and the long. The medial, we're going to look at that later on, but I don't see the medial except for a little portion in here that comes through from the other side, but don't worry too much about this. We're going to see this later. All of this is the lateral head. The long head is going to go up to the scapula, and from here, it's behind this muscle. From here, I see a little bit of the long head of the tricep being visible, like that, okay? I don't know if you can hear the squeaky door, but it's my cat has come and sneaks in, check if everything is okay, right? Okay, so now, that's the deltoid. That's the bicep brachii, that's the brachialis, that's the lateral head of the tricep, and that is the long head of the tricep. The medial head is not visible except for this little piece in here, right? But we're going to deal with that later, as I said. So now, you see how quickly the cylinder becomes much closer to an organic form if we know where to put if you know the proportional relationship, all right? So now, the forearm here, as we already remember, we mentioned this already, the forearm has an area here that is a little bit more volumetric, like this, okay? And the lower portion is going to be a 2x4, like that, okay? So this is going to tend to be flat, and this gradually develops a volume a little bit more, right? Okay, let me take a break a second.